So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback outside. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go!
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go!
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bush. And an alley to run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create some.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They'll look to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This is taken at the 18. And they can't bring him down. Great blocking return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Silva. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Let's go!
Again, this is Bush. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And the Steelers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 14.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
And that is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out there.
Yeah, use that as ammo
Exactly.
going
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Blue 90!
On play action, they'll throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw,
Still third
holding
down.
on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. You're just going to pick up a holding call.
And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Yeah, this is taken at the 23. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game. And a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Steelers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Gonna let Wiggins walk.